God's grace to be attending Liberty University.
I'm going to Rutgers.
King's College, Monmouth University.
Cairn University.
See if I can start my own production company.
Rutgers, Monmouth, Liberty University.
Brookdale Community College.
Monmouth University. Major in accounting.
Brookdale.
I'm gonna go to Liberty. I don't know what I'm gonna say. It's like doing a bunch of things in chemistry.
What are your favorite moments from high school so far?
So many.
I have a lot of them because we have funny people in this class, but I mean, I liked the video that David and Joey showed me, and then I spit on David's iPad.
Cow tipping. That was fun. Cow tipping, which if you guys we're not actually tipping legit cows. Well, basically, you go on fours, and then someone comes up and just pushes you over while screaming moo. So, I don't.
When my class wanted me to make a Twitter, and then my Twitter name was Sniffin' Curry, and I had to change it, but that was like the best moment ever.
Our soccer team, we got to go to a tournament, which was like the first time ever, which is really cool. And we lost our first game, so we were all like, ah. And then the next day we had to play Timothy, and we were like, oh my gosh, we're gonna lose. So we got there, and we were like, okay, it was a consolation game, so it didn't even count. But we played the game, and it was like back and forth. It was like 1-1, then 2-2. We were all like so pumped. I was like yelling on the field. I was like, let's go! We were like really excited. Then we got another goal, so it was like amazing. So we won the game, and it was the most exciting moment ever in the sports realm of things. So we were all like huddled in a circle, jumping up and down. We were just really excited, and it didn't even matter, but to us it mattered a lot. So it was cool.
Virginia, because the Virginia retreat was the bus ride was awesome. Getting there was awesome. I'm saying that the whole retreat itself was my favorite moment.
When we went to Virginia, I still remember it just being such a sweet time of fellowship with everyone in our class, and it just kind of reflected how close we've grown and how much we really care about each other. So.
The DC trip, I just had a lot of fun just like walking around the city and just like laughing and just swimming. It was just really fun, just bonding with our classes.
My most favorite high school memory was my junior year when it was like the first time I actually cried while laughing, which is something that weirdly I've always wanted to do and it never happened. And mainly that was caused through David and Joey in Mr. Yang's classroom, but I don't have one. That's just that's it.
David and Joey took my iPad and they're like, hey, can I see this for a second? And then they handed it back to me. And I like unlocked it unknowing that the background would be of a very heavy set. What? Hairy man. Oh man. It was hilarious.
Junior year, our class trip was to New York, and we went to go see the Phantom of the Opera. And in the middle of the song, Masquerade, this man pops up in the back, looking like he wasn't supposed to be there, and he just runs to the front and like looks kind of like to both sides and just walks off the stage. And I don't think I've ever laughed harder in my life. It was one of those like good cry laughs. But I remember, I think you even described it as that was like the hardest I think you've ever seen me laugh.
I think it was. I was asking for about 5 minutes what was so funny until I was finally laughing as hard as you.
Because of how hard
laughing.
I was laughing. I was laughing that hard. And so that is one of the greats for me. That is one of the greats.
Yeah, we have it.
I've been on a lot of mission trips, so it wasn't, like, obviously, I guess you kind of you know what to expect. But for this mission trip, it was really special because I was with my classmates, and usually I'm not as close with the mission team that I'm with. So this was really cool because we were already close and we're already like a big family. But on this trip, I think we grew even closer.
It's just a trip I'll never forget with like friends that I made that I can now call my family, and just to share the experience with them was awesome.
Just the amount of love and kind of loyalty between the people there, just loving each other and loving us, without knowing us, without having anything to give. It's just, it's crazy to see because you just don't see that in America.
It was my first time like going on a missions trip, so it was amazing to see like the people there and how they live.
Seeing that that the people there have nothing and they're still happier than we are here. I think it was really eye-opening to see that they can just be so happy with so little. So it was a good reminder to be grateful for what we have here.
One day we went to the orphanage, and as soon as we got off the bus, like all of the kids came running, and they gave us hugs and stuff, and they always wanted to play with us, and it was fun being with them.
Personally, the Dominican Republic missions trip affected me as just going more spiritually and having a closer walk with God, and just seeing how happy all the kids are with what they have.
The Lord definitely spoke to me and just showed me like compassion and love, like through the little kids there, like how loving they are and compassionate, and they don't even know me. So that was definitely something that affected me a lot.
It was a little different for me. I'll sum it up with, at the end of the day, I was, it kind of seemed like we weren't as close as, everyone else's kids were. And I kept thinking to myself, when we got back in our room, and me and Joey were just like walking around, like trying to contain all of the emotions from leaving them. And I just kind of got this word that you don't always get a receipt when you're doing God's work.
I really, really, really hope that we stay close, I really hope that for the girls, and I really hope that for the guys. That's all I ask.
To remind my class and my classmates not to live comfortably and to take risks for Christ. You will be rewarded, and you'll have such a fulfilling life, and it's awesome.
I guess just keep the faith and stay strong in God, and hopefully we have contact like when we are off in college and stuff. So.
My final thought for my class would just be that just how close we got together, and that no matter where we are, we always will remember you, and just stay strong in God and not wander down the wrong path.
Just remember that it's God who works in you.
I would say that, I would encourage everyone to not only pursue something that you think the Lord would approve of, but something you believe is truly ordained by Him. I think that's really important. So.
Hold your sword forever.
Don't lose sight of God.
Well, you guys are fantastic, and I just hope we all just stay close after graduating.
Just, again, like stay strong in the Lord, but also just to like be united, like don't just fall off the face of the earth. Like we're such a united class, like I want that to continue even after we graduate, so I love you guys.
I love you guys a lot.
I'm just gonna say I love you guys. You're awesome.
I love you guys.
I love you guys.
One thing I just want to say, to thank you to all of you so much for the impact you've had on my life, and allowing me, no matter what, to pretty much smile and laugh every day through one of you. So it's been awesome getting to know you all, and I sincerely hope, as KJ asked, that we stay close. And one more thing that I recently on the topic of what Joey was saying about God being on your side, I encourage you guys not to not to make the baseline is God on my side, but am I on God's side? and definitely, you know, use what Joey was saying as well, to not live comfortably. And you'll know. I mean, you'll know from all that we've learned from Mr. Dunn, from Mr. Yang, from everyone. You know, all the things we've learned personally, all the things we've learned as a class. I encourage you guys to never forget that and take that to heart, and just follow the Lord's leading, and He'll guide you.